What's up guys, so I feel like I haven't recorded in ages, like at least 2 weeks! Oh, that's because that's what I did. I guess nobody's perfect. Anyway, what's done is done and I apologize. But first of all, have a happy new year! I mean, we're not even the 10th, so I guess it still works, right? And second of all, today we're gonna talk about something highly requested by at least one person. Today we're gonna talk about the 5 most common misconceptions and stereotypes about friends. In other words, the polite version of any racist joke. I hope you'll enjoy. Frog legs! Mais va te faire foutre! So number 1, French people are rude. No, we're not! We're just scornful and contemptuous. I mean, it's not my fault if we are superior to everyone else in this world. You don't believe me? Well, let me prove it to you. First of all, our women are the hottest girls in the world. Like the most beautiful ones. Second of all, well, the men are... look at that. Mr. Potatoes. And third of all... that's pretty much it, I don't have a number 3. No, but more seriously, French people are seen as rude people when really we're not, because of 4 different things. The first one is that when most people visit France, they go to Paris! And Paris is not France, France is not Paris. Paris is Paris, Paris is part of France, but Paris is not France and France is not Paris, because I hate Paris! And yes, in Paris there are some rude people, and this is because of the big city syndrome. I know it sounds technical, scientific, but really, it's not. I named it this way because I think it's a cool name. But basically what I mean is that in Paris everyone is in a hurry. Everyone has to deal with their own life, their own problems, which obviously you don't have in your underdeveloped cities. What did you expect? I said we're contemptuous. But yeah, in Paris you can't just go and talk to everyone. Because, I mean, can you imagine if everyone were to go and talk to everyone? It would be like living in a countryside. Boo. No, but really, I'm not saying that everyone in Paris is a jerk. I'm just saying that everyone who's living in Paris is a jerk. But for their defense, that's because it's a big city, hence why the big city syndrome. You can go in every single country, look at the biggest cities, and you will see that people will be more rude than in other cities. Want some examples? Well, easy! London! It actually doesn't work. People are pretty nice in London. Melbourne! No, it doesn't work either. Montreal! No, that's the same. People are really nice there. Well, and that was the best argument. You can't say anything against that. Anyway, the second reason why people think that French are rude is basically because we are more frank. We are not scared to tell you what we believe. So if you're a dickhead, we're not gonna be like, yeah, you know, well, maybe, I don't know, No! You're a dickhead, I'm gonna tell you, you're a dickhead! But, as I'm French, I'm gonna say it in a pleasant manner. Because we're polite people, not rude. So if you're a dickhead, we're gonna tell it to you in a pleasant manner, which would sound kinda like mais t'es un putain d'enculé de ta mère, mais va te faire foutre! Art as its finest. The third point that tends to divide us as rude people is that our slang is basically seen as negative when translated in English. In fact, if you ask a French how was his food, he will probably answer, not bad. If you ask how is the view, he will say, it's not beautiful. And if you ask him how he finds an attractive girl, he will be, oh my freaking gosh! Okay, the last point wasn't the greatest example, but what I mean by that is that it's just a manner of speaking. In the US, for example, you love providing your feelings. For the food, it will be the best food in the world. For the view, it's gonna be wonderful. In a way, you're kinda extreme. We, in France, on the other side, are not extremists. I mean, we do have some that tend to run into people and put bombs everywhere, but oh, too soon? Oh, and I forgot! But in the US also, for example, you would say the French guys are the hottest in the world! I know, but thank you. And finally, the last point why we are seen as rude people, and I will really finish with that because I'm starting to feel like I've made an entire video just about French people not being rude, is that we swear a lot. But once again, as I told you before, it's not about being rude, it's about making art. We don't swear when we say putain de bordel de merde d'enculé de ta mère. I mean, it's like wiping your ass with silk. That's it! And these are not my words. Okay, so number 2, French people never speak English. It's not that we don't speak English, it's just that we are really bad at it and our accent is pretty annoying to the normal ear. Also, most tourists when they come to France expect us to speak English to them. But my friend, it's not about being able or not to speak English. But if you come to my country and you make no effort at all, don't expect me to make efforts for you. I know that the impossibility of speaking English in France worries a lot of tourists, but it's definitely not the case. You can find plenty of French people able to speak in English. But the least you can do when you come to France is trying to speak French. So just come with a bonjour and we will reply with bonjour. Then you can continue with a comment allez-vous? And we will reply with très bien. Et vous-même? And at that point, because you're an English speaker that doesn't know anything in French, you can say, croissant? No, but more seriously, there are more and more people who do speak English in France. The only thing is that French people tend to be really scared of making mistakes and making a fool of themselves. Hence why they don't always speak in English. Number 3, French people hate Americans. Well, don't take that personally. Well, first of all, who are you to think that we hate you? I mean, what do you think, that you're better than us? You're not! We're French! And secondly, it's not personal. It's not that we hate Americans, because we don't. We're French. We hate everything and everyone. I mean, we even hate ourselves, like French hate French people. And concerning the US, it's quite the opposite. Most French people are crazy about the US and all dream to go and live in the US or go for holidays in the US. We're crazy about you. Surely some French do criticize Americans. But, you know, there are reasons for that. We didn't elect Trump. I'm kidding. I know that you were between a rock and a hard place, and honestly, I'm not waiting for our next elections, because it's gonna be nasty the same way. G7 2020, Trump, Le Pen, Putin, Kim Jong-un, Daesh, Sephiroth, Vader! Yeah! So now that said, we're doomed. Let's return to the video, shall we? And to conclude on that point, I personally love Americans. And if one of you wants to marry me to give me a green card, well... Number 4, French people drink wine all the time. That is true, but not really. If that makes sense. I personally don't drink alcohol, meaning that I don't drink wine. I'm French, so in that, all French people don't always drink wine, because I don't. Logic! Also, wine is a pretty high quality alcohol, and young people tend to prefer cheaper alcohol to get smashed. Which is basically the same in every single country in the world. So the alcohol that French people do drink is beer, 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 and beer. And also, drinking wine is not that easy. You need to have the proper glasses, you need to know the etiquette, and if you do see someone drinking straight from the bottle, that's probably a homeless. Okay, so now the political joke is done, the homeless joke is done, and I'm leaving the sex joke. So number 5, French people are super duper romantic and extremely good in bed. Well, that one is true. What? What did you expect? This one is true, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we're romantic, amazing kissers, and when we make out, I mean, French love is between Botticelli and Caravaggio. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not completely kidding, I must admit, I'm pretty amazing. At least, that's what she said. No, but more seriously, French are not romantic. And I'm sorry to break your dream, but a study has shown that 1 out of 4 French women are afraid of getting out in the cities because of daily harassment. They are always catcalled in the street, and when they don't reply, tend to be named with various swear words just like cunts. Small digression though to those guys who are doing that. Why calling them cunts? I mean, why calling them the only thing you really want from them? It's kinda like if those girls were calling you salary! Anyway, I personally am ashamed and angry to see how France is towards that. And I wish we were as romantic as the stereotypes say it, but it's just not true. So, now that I've broken all your dreams about France, have a good one! Putain! And this is the end of the 5 most common misconceptions about France. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to put a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel, go follow me on all my social medias because I have a cat! You can also support me on Patreon because, well, I have my cat also and she probably hates me now that I did that. And no matter what happens, I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing wonderful day. Don't forget to smile and bye-bye! For the ones still here, well, first of all, thank you. And I apologize for my absence this past month, but I just got like a lot of life troubles. I'm getting better and better every day. And I'm coming back slowly, but I'm coming back at 500% for you. So more than any other time, don't forget to smile!